Afternoon ladies, hope everybody's okay. I'm just coming on very quickly to show you this pillar box, and this is the festive flower punch that is in the extravaganza at the minute, and all it is a, when you fold it properly, mine's a bit rubbish looking at the minute, is a because I've had it folded flat. Yeah, it's in the extravaganza at the minute, so it's a poinsettia, and that's the punch. Okay, so I wanted to just do a pillar box with you. Now you can get the dies from these, the Thinlits dies, to make these boxes. I do have the punch board, and all you're going to do with the Thinlit dies is you will cut out two, because it comes sort of like that, so you will cut out two of them, and obviously stick them together down the side. But I do have the punch board, so I use the punch board. And this is the Presents and Pine Cones DSP. I think that is old olive. I'm not 100% because I'm not feeling 100%, so my brain's not working. And that looks like cherry cobbler, but it's from the Presents and Pine Cones DSP. So I'm just going to affix that to the top of the card before I construct the box. And then what we're going to do is we're going to punch out the poinsettia, and we're going to, now I am using wet glue for this because this Tombow glue really grabs. And what you're going to do is when you put your Thinlits through the big shot, do it again with your DSP, and then all you do is, for your DSP part, is you come along and you cut off from the DSP part. You would just cut off these two pieces here, okay, and you would cut off the two pieces at the bottom as well, these two pieces, okay, and you would also cut off these strips at the side, so it just leaves you with the middle part, which is what this is, and that will fit exactly in that middle part. If you run it through the big shot with your dies, the same dies you use, oh, I'm getting glue everywhere, the same die you use to construct your box, basically. Just get rid of this because it'll end up sticking to everything. So I'm just going to punch out now a few bits and pieces from the punch. I love these punches. They are so sturdy. Oops. And so quick. I think I worked out you need 8. Obviously I'm not going to use all of this, but you're going to use 8 of the smaller petals. Let's see how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then I'm going to use 2 of those ones that look like lips or eyes or whatever. I'm not going to use any more of that. So we need another 4 little ones. So I'm just going to come in at the side there. And this just cuts down on your waist. this is cherry cobbler card that I'm using. Right, is that it now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I can get rid of that cherry cobbler. And I've also got a piece of Emerald Envy. And what you're going to do is, with the Emerald Envy, you're going to just punch out 3 of them big leaves. Okay, so that's us finished with the punch. Now what you're going to do to give your flower some life is, I just have a piece of, it was packaging to be honest with you, and all you're going to do is the end of your pokey tool, this is what I do in it, you're just going to go round just to give that poinsettia some life, some dimension. Okay, that's what you're looking for. So just quickly do the rest, it doesn't take long. I was going to use the winter roses that I watched a video on, but I only managed to get one cut out. So you just give them a bit of a lift. And make sure when you're putting this together, well, I'll show you. Now you can use your glue dots, I suppose, but once I've done it, I don't want it coming undone or falling apart if it's sat under the Christmas tree. Maybe you have a different way of doing your flowers and stuff, I don't know. I'm just going by what I normally do. Not looking for perfection, because at the end of the day it's handmade. And just do your big leaves as well. Okay, last one. And then these middle pieces, all I done with mine was folded them in half. You might want to, give them a lift. That's entirely up to you. And again, you need 2 of these ones. now we will construct our flower. This is what takes the most part, to be honest with you. And don't forget, on your poinsettia, you point faces out the way. So all I'm going to do with a bit of wet glue, come on, the first one you're going to do 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, if that makes sense. Just keep adding your glue, making sure that your points are facing out. Just give that a minute to grab. Okay, and now on your second layer, what you're going to do is go in between, okay, the ones that you've just done. And again, making sure that your points are out. So I'm just putting a tiny bit of glue on the ends. This is the small one that you can do. Obviously you can use the bigger leaves to do, you know, a really big one. Oops, that's a bit too much glue then. So with your littler ones, you're just going to go across that way. Just give it a minute to grab. And you're just going in between them, second lot of petals that you've just put on. That way. And I am going to use for the centre of mine. Now your leaves, just bend the tip of them back, and again points pointing out the way. They're just going to glue on the back in between, you know, so that they can be seen. So you're just going to glue them in between your petals. Oh, come on, stick. Glue all over my fingers, so it's sticking to my finger rather than the cardstock. Thank you. as well, we'll put at the bottom. There, I think. Okay, so once that's all stuck on, and in the centre, just go in and just give it a bit of a squash, for want of a better word. Okay, so now we're going to put our box together. So I'll just peel my tape off. Fold that over, bring this one over to meet it, make sure it's lined up. Okay, so there's our box. Just tuck that end in, tuck this end in on your fold lines. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And again on the top, I just used the 1/2 inch circle punch and just punched out 2 holes. And the dies I would recommend, because they are better than the punch board, to be honest with you. They make, you know, quite a lot of different size boxes. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to, let me see what candy I've got. I'll stick a Hershey cooking cream in there. I'll stick one of these chocolate notes and a chocolate coin, and that should be enough. It's only for the grandkids. I'll move them out the way. Okay, so there's our box, and we've got our bits. So I'm going to take some of the Candy Cane Lane Baker's Twine, and I'm going to take off quite a big piece, quite a good length. And I'm just going to start wrapping around the box. She says. Okay, we're cutting 2 ends off. Separate them, fan them out a bit. I don't know, it just makes it look that little bit nicer when they're fanned out. There you go. And then we'll stick our poinsettia on there. Just give that a minute to grab. Oops. digging my dazzling details in the gold. I'm just going to put some of this in the centre. And there you go. That is your pillar box, decorated, filled with treats, and I hope you give it a go. Okay ladies, let me bring that other one back in, although the flower's not as good on that one. So take care for now. I hope you managed to get that punch in the sale, and I'll speak to you all soon, so take care. Bye bye. Bye.